Are you ready for your next pinball machine? Call Flippin' Out now and choose from the newest and hottest pinball machines from Jersey Jack Pinball, Stern Pinball, Chicago Gaming Company, and American Pinball. Flippin' Out also offers the Escalera stair climbing hand truck. Visit now at flippinoutpinball.com. The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements. Power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine. Marco Specialties. Same-day shipping, accessible website, exceptional customer service, and with over 50,000 different pinball parts in stock, Marco Specialties is a must for every pinball enthusiast and operator. Treat your pinball machine right by visiting marcospec.com now.
All right, let's kick this shit.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all in vain. Baby, 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 why you doing me wrong? Don't you remember the good days when we used to get old?
You want to kick this shit?
Yes.
Let's do it. What are we doing this week, Greg?
We are talking about pinball.
We're talking about pinball.
For all you who have never seen our channel, we talk about pinball. We dream about pinball. We read about pinball.
Do you ever dream about pinball?
Honestly, being all honest, no. I've never actually dreamed about pinball. I dream about a lot of weird shit, but I never dream about pinball. Which is weird because
Let's move on.
It's in my head all the time, so...
I do. How sad is that?
You just dream about balls.
No.
It's stuck because he knows it's true. Like he's at a loss of words. Have you ever seen Zach not fire back with something?
No, because I was thinking about my specific dreams. Usually they're like, where I'll like go out and I'll rub my eyes and be like, oh shit, I already got the Iron Maiden? Or how did I get the Pirates game before they started production? Or like something like that.
More like, oh shit, why am I dreaming about balls?
Or I'll stumble across this old man who's on his deathbed and his dying wish is for me to take over his 30 pin collection. He's like, Zach, you've got to do it.
I just love it when I'll say this is the most stupid shit and people will just completely ignore what I say. It's like my favorite thing in life. It's just to say that this is the most...
So let's do it. Let's do, we call this segment This Month in Pinball. That was our theme song too. This Month in Pinball. So there's not a lot of stuff to talk about, but we're going to cover the topics, some hot topics.
But the few things that are going on are kind of
exciting to talk about.
Yes.
Sad to talk about.
Yes.
So let's start with, so you don't have pinball dreams, I do. That's about it. What other dreams do you have?
I don't know.
Any odd dreams lately? I'm trying to think. You ever have the teeth crumbling out dream?
No.
That's an anxiety response. Do you guys have that? Where the teeth are brittle and it's like, oh shit.
Welcome to Dr. Minnie's Analyze Your Dreams, episode 54.
Ever had a night terror?
Yeah, I had night terrors.
No, like legit a night terror where the subject matter is not really important. You just wake up in fear of something. I used to have them. They're scary. Like 2 weeks ago. I used to have them as a kid.
What, were you just like, I was dreaming about lollipops and then you just wake up terrified for no reason?
No, it's different than a nightmare. I did edit that again. No, it's different in the sense that like it's an overwhelming fear of like doom when you wake up.
I bet this is what your patients hear.
I'd say, 25% of them do. The other 75% are just transformed. It's true. All right. So we got some heartbreaking news last night, didn't we?
Yes, we actually did.
Bummed me out when I seen it.
So
tell them what happened.
Eric Minier from
our buddy
JJP
Yarg
had to announce that they are doing away with the 3-disc spinner.
Yeah, they still got their prototype machine, so they're making adjustments before production.
and that they're going to do away with the chest opening and closing. It will just be permanently open.
So you can view the balls.
So you can view the balls.
Yeah. Physical ball lock.
Yes.
Yep.
We all know how Zach likes to see his balls. But on a side note, back to this here. So
You're the only one that's got 3 balls, though. You need to get that checked out. By the way.
my 2 balls this is getting out of hand.
All right, so go on.
So, and so they replaced the 3-disc spinner with one
Single disc.
One single disc spinner.
With a tried and true mechanism that's worked on all the other
yes.
spinners. Yeah.
And there's been some backlash already.
Some?
A lot of backlash.
Get the pitchforks.
Yeah, and it's been, everything from, are they going to cut the cost of it now? Oh, that was such a big part of the game. That was why I was buying the game. I'm going to cancel my pre-order because
There's a lot of, I'm going to cancel my
Yeah, that's
order.
why I was buying this game, and it's a, huge deal in the game and all this other stuff. And
Let's ask ourselves, let's break this down. You ready? Is it a bummer?
yes and no on my end.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's a bummer all the way around. Why isn't it a bummer to you?
It's not a bummer to me because, well, I still loved the game and I never experienced the coding of it. I never experienced the rings locking. So
the rewards.
The rewards,
But
yes.
you still get that.
Yes,
We should
on the
preface-
back, on the. It's going to be on the LCD screen now.
Yeah, so you still get that type of plundering. That's
Yes,
there.
so all that's still going to go on. But I'm saying as of now, I still loved the game. I still had fun with it, and it never really did anything when I loved the game.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that it did do was the sound annoyed me a little bit.
Oh, the motor sounds.
And I'll be honest, and I remember I'd said something to you about that, and you were like, oh, fuck, I don't really. It's
prototype, I don't know.
I don't even really notice it.
I didn't
even
notice
think
it.
about it. But I noticed it when it was running.
Okay.
So to me, I still loved the game. Like, it was kind of nice when it was spinning opposite directions. It would wiggle your ball.
That's cool.
And do it. But people hated that. Like, people were so angry about that. Oh, man, you just don't know what's going to do to the ball. You remember all the
bitched and
people
moaned
complaining about it.
Oh,
Yes.
my God.
You just don't know what it does to the ball and blah, blah, blah. At least with a disc spinning in one direction, you sort of
You can feel
somewhat
it, yeah.
know where it's going to go. So I don't honestly have a problem with it not being there.
Okay.
It doesn't change the game because it wasn't coded yet.
Would you rather there be no spinner at all?
That I don't know. I've thought about it, and that I can't really answer. I will. Honest opinion. We're always honest here.
Yeah.
I don't really like the way that it looks right now. I don't necessarily
The
like
art.
the art of
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Yeah. I kind of think that maybe needs to be retooled.
You think if that art was tweaked, then people would be more open to it?
Some people, yeah, but I don't know if people will ever, because I think it's a psychological thing of people feel, no matter if they really liked it, didn't like it, kind of whatever on the fence about it. I think that they feel that it was a cool mechanism and it was something new, and I think that they feel that it's something being taken away from them that they should have had. Well, even if they hated it, it's being taken away from me.
That's true, though.
It is true.
It's true. You're paying the same amount of money for less.
Yes, but go into this part first, and then we'll get into we'll get into that aspect.
Go
Because
into
I don't
what?
want to give them. Well, then I'll go into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll go into. So you got the people complaining too. Well, maybe they should charge less for it now, and I don't know how that I feel on that because
The research and design costs are already spent.
yes, exactly. It's a ton of money. And some people may argue, well, JJP should eat that. We should get less, blah, blah. But what if it was never there? What if it was one single spinning disc?
You know what? You know what would happen?
Time. The price of the pin would
Be the same.
Same damn
And do you
price.
think anybody would say anything?
No, there would have been nothing because there's already the badass rocking pirate ship. Which is innovative.
We could go through the list. What I remembered when you and I went over this deluxe machine review is when we talked about the toys. I think it was either during that or one of our conversations. You left out the spinning disc because you forgot about it because of all the other toys
stuff.
and gimmicks and mechanisms in the game. And I said, what about the spinning disc? And you were like, oh, shit, the spinning disc. So,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, everything that I've played on it, I love the game, and the disc never did anything for me. Like, it was, it wasn't really active.
I just thought
it was there.
visually looked cool.
Oh, visually it looked amazing.
It looked cool.
And that's why I think that
I'd
this
like
new...
to see them do the... I know they probably are not going to change art, but if they did, just go back to that same, from the film, that same type of look.
Yeah, something.
I'm fine with that.
Some kind of compass or dial or
Yeah,
do
I'm fine with
something.
Here's the deal. Here's my take on it. My take on it is this is what happens when people are creative and transparent, right? I'm going to go against the grain here because, quite frankly, I think this is ridiculous to get upset and canceling an order for this.
Yeah.
Really, guys? So here's my take. This is what happens when you're creative and you're transparent, right? Eric Minier, new designer. He's helped on the other JJP titles, but this is lead designing. He went for the home run. Went for the home run, and he hit it, and he still hit it. But when you're creative and you try to do new mechs and you try to do new things, shit like this can happen.
Yeah.
Now, what the hell do you do when stuff like this can happen? Our experience, it worked great every time we played it. The trunk worked great every time we played it, but I can see they're having issues with it. So when you're creative and you take chances and you're transparent about it. This is a company, and Eric is a guy, and you can tell in the video, like, he's a straight-up dude. He's going to tell you guys what's going on.
Well, he was very disappointed. You could see that
He's a little bummed out,
He was it was the last thing he wanted to do was get on there and say...
But do you think for a damn second, Greg, that any other pinball manufacturer would be that straight-up transparent about things happening?
No, I don't think so. When have we ever seen a video released that said... Hey, listen, we're having problems with this, and we're gonna have to.
We want to make it
this.
right.
We want to make it right because that's the thing. Is it's like you said, like we've met Eric a few times, and he is so It's not something that was taken lighthearted.
No.
He put so much work. That entire team put so much work into that mech that if they could make it work, and we don't know why. We don't know if it's coding. We don't know if the mech's not holding up. We at this point
they alluded as if it wasn't. It wasn't holding up.
Yeah,
the way
it wasn't
they wanted
reliable
to.
enough. And so we don't know the full story behind why it's being pulled, but I just feel so confident that it has to be something that they feel is in the very best interest of the pinball community to pull that, because Eric worked so hard on it, and they know that it's such a beautiful feature of the game that it took everything they had to make the decision to pull that.
Yeah.
And that's where my problem is people's treating it like that they just decided, you know what, it's a cost-cutting measure, or it's something else to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I will guarantee that it was not anything to save money. Or anything else.
No.
It's got to be just a problem, and it's like you said, like they could have shipped that son of a bitch.
A lot of manufacturers do.
Yeah, and who knows?
They ship stuff like that. A lot of manufacturers do.
Yeah, it could have had a 50% reliability aspect to it or something.
At this point, Highway Pinball is just sending parts in boxes without instructions.
Yeah.
And this company is transparent. They said, hey, it's not working the way we want it to, so we're switching it up before you guys get these machines. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. And I respect that, and that alone is why I feel so strongly. Everybody's like, oh, Zach's a fanboy for JJP. I, at this point, don't own a JJP machine, so I don't know if you can say that.
I never will.
He never will, just because of the price. But I think this is what happens whenever you're creative and you are transparent about something, is you get shit on. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, Greg. I'm afraid a company like Jersey Jack, who makes the nicest pinball machines on the market, I don't think anybody can argue that. I think you got to be careful, because now maybe they don't swing for the fences. Maybe they're not as transparent. Maybe they hide stuff because of all this, if orders really are falling out. Maybe they back it off, and I don't want that.
Well, I'm not so worried.
That.
I share that sentiment, but at the same time, I'm not so worried that they won't be transparent and everything. But I'm scared that they won't allow someone like Eric to take that chance again. I don't know if as a company they will say, you know what, that's a badass idea.
Yeah.
Let's go with it. Let's try this out. Something that's never been done before. Let's try this. Mm-hmm. And I'm scared that
they say no.
That they say no. Let's play it safe.
Remember what happened with...
Yeah, remember what happened with that? Even though you're still getting that pirate ship. You're getting everything. You get in there.
You got all the diverters, the subways, you got the starlights, you got the magnets, you've got the trunk, the physical ball lock, you got the end lanes,
why can I ever remember the...
you got the Tortuga Tom spinning.
Yeah, well, no, not Tortuga Tom. What's the thing called? The tornado, the twirl. I always forget.
Maelstrom?
The Maelstrom.
You got
the Maelstrom. Got the Maelstrom, which is cool.
Yeah, you've got a big old LCD screen. You've got an apron that tells you where to go. Like, here's the deal. Okay, I know you... Let me be careful here, but... Here's the deal. right? Even you take this spinning disc out and you take the damn trunk lid that lifts up. You take those out and you still got 5 more toys than any other manufacturer puts in their machines.
Yeah,
Who cares? Who
really
cares? This is complete bullshit. It doesn't work. Don't put it in the machine.
Yeah.
It sucks, but I'd rather have a machine that works. That's where I'm at on this.
I mean, I agree. Like,
Does it make me not want the machine more? I don't give a shit. I still want that machine because it is one of the funnest playing machines ever. It's awesome.
Yeah. And I want you guys to really think about that. Like, how much in the games that you had played of it. And if you haven't played it and you're canceling your pre-order because of it, then I kind of think you're a little stupid.
Oh, whoa.
Like
whoa,
do that.
take Greg.
Well, I mean, you might have to cut that. I don't know. But it's just, I mean, honestly, like if you're going to say, I've never played that game, but I was all in because I saw it spin.
But now I saw
now I saw that
one spinner.
Yeah, that it's one spinner. Now I don't really want it. Well, you know.
I don't get it. I think it sucks.
I
think we all agree
can
it
understand.
sucks.
I
It
can
sucks.
understand
I
some
wanted
people's
the 3
frustration.
rings.
I did too.
I wanted of course, I want a chest to open up.
Well, it's like we talked before. I think that the thing that excited me about it was the possibilities of it being something, and maybe that's where everybody's hurt is coming from. Is it's not like, oh, I don't get this 3 spin. It's what could have been. It's the fact that that it's never been done before, and it's innovative, it's new, and then the fact of it picking.
I don't think Jersey
your
Jack's stopping
extras.
innovation. Here's the biggest issue I have. Here's the argument that just burns my nuggets a little bit here. Don't you hate when you burn your nuggets?
Oh,
yeah, this is what burns my nuggets.
Chestnuts roasting on an open
It's like-
fire.
It's like April. Here's what was frustrating me and got me all heated when I was reading Pinside.
Oh, you're just now heated?
Yeah, because
Now getting to the heated part. He's just now getting to the
I'm
heated
just now
part,
getting
guys.
there. When people say something to this effect, I was in on it. It doesn't have that. That's essential. I'm out. Right? But the same person goes and drops their deposit for an Iron Maiden LE with not one effing toy in the entire machine. Now, we'll talk about Iron Maiden here in a
Well,
minute.
you might be able to count like the lifting ramp and all that.
Okay.
That can be
We'll give you a
considered
lifting
toy.
ramp that has been
That can
done
be
since
considered.
Bally Williams back in the 80s. We'll give you that. We'll give you
Yeah.
that. And look, I ordered an Iron Maiden,
Yeah.
so it's not like I don't like I'll tell you why I like it and why I don't like it, but the point being, like, for the person that says, oh, they got rid of that toy, but you're buying an Iron Maiden LE with 0 toys in the whole damn game?
Yeah.
Just stop. Here's the thing. Pirates of the Caribbean is still going to be one of the greatest pinball machines made.
I think
it's
so.
A total blast. The call-outs are freaking awesome. It's a light show. It's like this, not to use a car gimmick, but Jersey Jack makes, I love Stern machines, I love Jersey Jack machines. At this point, we can't compare them. We can't.
No.
We can't compare them. We have a Mercedes or a BMW, and we've got a really nice Chevrolet, right?
I'd rather Chevrolet.
Exactly.
Silverado.
A lot of people, I can only afford a Chevrolet, so I buy Chevrolets.
That's why I buy my Sterns.
But if a Mercedes comes with one little feature that's not there that you thought was going to be there, that doesn't mean you're like, I'm a Ford man from here on out. No.
Yeah.
Mercedes people buy Mercedes cars. Ford, Chevy people buy Ford and Chevy cars. Yeah. Sometimes Chevy makes some really awesome models.
Yeah.
Like this Iron Maiden made me.
Yeah.
Sometimes, they make WWE. But the point being is that we can't compare them. And since when do we have to pick sides? What is this bullshit that people have to pick sides between? I always feel like it's like the Stern fanboys versus Jersey Jack fanboys. Why be a fanboy? Like good pinball machines.
But you know, it's like that in politics. It's
I
like
know,
that.
I know,
It's like
I know.
that in everything in life.
I take sides in that, though.
Well, it shit annoys me in that too.
Yeah.
Because it's just literally break it down from game to game. Actually, decipher what is going on with that game. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, we buy everything that there is, no matter what manufacturer it is.
Yeah.
We love it. We talk
Good
bad about
machines
this
get bought.
manufacturer. We talk bad about that manufacturer. We talk good about this one. We talk good about this one.
Yeah.
It doesn't. We take it game by game of what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and this is off subject but on subject because it's still.
I like
it
this
still goes
subject. This
on.
has morphed into
The
why are we
fanboy,
why
yeah.
are we picking sides?
Yeah.
What is this?
Because there are a lot of those people out there. Now, some of them are more vocal than others, so sometimes I think that it seems more widespread than
I think
at
it
other
gives them an
times.
identity.
It
gives
does.
them an identity. If they're pro Stern,
They
it's
feel
like,
that they're a part of that
I wonder
group
what
of
he
people.
thinks
Exactly.
about this new release, or I wonder what he's going to say about Jersey Jack having, I think that's all it is.
I
Identity.
agree, but it's just it's very annoying when that happens. That it's just like I've got to side and no matter what they do, I've got to take up for this manufacturer, or or I've got to shit on this manufacturer no matter what because I really like this manufacturer. So I've got to say everything. Every manufacturer has problems.
Yeah.
They all have bullshit.
And they all have strengths.
Yes, they all have strengths. That's exactly right. Like, we can't shit on Stern. Stern's had some playfield problems. Stern's had everything else. But
Yes,
it's like you
they
said.
have. But they got Borg.
Stern shoot like
And they've
nothing
got the
else.
artists like no other.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've got, oh my gosh, they got
And they got a
fast
price
machines.
point like no other.
Yes.
Like, you can't beat that price point. So that's what I'm saying. You have to, when you shit on them, you have to also think about why you like them. It's like anything in life.
balanced.
Nothing is going to be 100%. But some of
we're,
these people act
we're
like
always
that.
going to be real, aren't we?
Yeah, why not? I mean, unless
What do we got to lose?
nothing.
Nothing. No.
$2 a YouTube video.
So people, that's so sad. So people are going to ask, okay, Zach and Greg, how does this change your review that you already have done on it? Now, we were kind of told that this was production ready kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is a setback I don't think they've seen coming.
No.
Right?
And it could explain why that things were being pushed back as they
Possibly.
continue to fight to try to get this
Eric
to work.
did say on his video that these are coming out soon. Production's coming up
and
soon.
maybe that's what did it. And I'd seen a comment.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah,
I'd seen a comment on somebody, and it's not necessarily a negative comment that they made, but they made a comment of, guys, man, just stop and take your time and get it right. It might not be something that can be gotten right, and then they're going to lose even more. So you just can't keep pushing back the release
that costs
date
money.
on
We got
that.
salaries we're paying.
Exactly. Yeah, they got a whole team
Gotta
of
make a
people.
decision here.
Exactly, and that.
So I back you guys up, Jersey Jack, because I love your machines. I think they're fantastic. You're working on themes. That would be my only downside to Jersey Jack. You're working on establishing the intellectual properties on some of that stuff. I'm excited for new machines coming from Jersey Jack, probably more so than any other manufacturer. So tough decision. Sucks to be you guys, but you made a good one.
But
I think
and
being transparent going forward.
One other point to make is sometimes I think back to when we got into this that we have maybe been unrightfully hard on some things prior because we are more privy to certain insights and
really
information now. And when you start learning and
The ins
and outs of what goes on in manufacturing these games, licensing, everything else, you really learn that there are hang-ups and there's things that you can't get around, whether it be financially or anything else.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes maybe we had been too hard on that. And I think that that's what maybe the problem is of why that we can so easily speak about something like this, and we're kind of criticizing some of the comments on Pinside and stuff, because those people aren't privy to that, and they don't really understand what's gone into this decision or what's gone into it.
That's why we want you guys to know we're going to be a rational voice.
Yeah.
We're going to let you guys
at least
know
try to
straight
be
up.
to get to where
We're going to let you know straight up what you need to know, the good, the bad, the ugly.
I agree.
Yeah, we're always going to do that. So that was Pirates of the Caribbean Changes.
Yes.
I still want one. I still have one. I still have the pre-order in for an LE.
Just change the art.
Yeah, that'd be my only thing.
That'd be my only
change
critique.
that
Change the
spinning
art.
disc
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the lid coming up and down.
No.
It was cool. Anytime something moves in a pinball machine, it's cool.
Yeah.
But if I can see the physical ball lock, guess what? It's a physical ball lock.
Yeah.
What have we said over and over? We love physical ball lock.
I agree.
So we're good with that. All right, so another machine just was announced and produced in the time that we had our last episode. And that's what's crazy about Stern Pinball.
That's what I was going to say. That's another, like, the biggest plus of
I
Stern
love
Pinball.
that.
Yeah, announcement, you see it. Announcement, you see it. It's shipped.
That's part of the reason I bought Iron Maiden. Because I'm like, ooh, new pinball machine that I can have in 2 weeks.
I think that is one thing that Stern has the most going for them is that.
Absolutely.
Because it's satisfying.
Hell yeah.
The hype is all still there. Everything is still
and
going
it's
on.
pretty, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
So let's give our first impressions. We have not played it yet.
No.
I've got, by the time you guys are watching this, I should have one either this week or the beginning of next week.
Yes.
Right? So we'll do maybe an unboxing and a review and stuff. But based on pictures and gameplay alone, let's start with art. What do you think, bud?
Oh, art, I like it. I know you don't really care too much for it. I love the
People
whole...
are going to hate me this episode.
Yeah. I love the whole... You know what really sold it for me is like I'm familiar with the artwork that Iron Maiden the band.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm familiar with some of their cover art and
Eddie
everything
stuff
else.
and-
Yes, but I'm not a fan of Iron Maiden. I don't listen to them. I don't really do.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it was never my music that I really listened to. I know everybody. I know of Iron Maiden. I know a lot of Iron Maiden fans. But and I know
Our
that,
buddy Hoagie.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
an Iron Maiden
huge,
fan.
yeah, huge Iron Maiden fan. But I really like the Egyptian motif, the Egyptian
said that.
theme on there.
Yeah.
Like that eased it for me because I really like.
That's why you like Stargate.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. Like I really like Egyptian stuff, so that really helps.
You've always been into
ease me
that and
into it.
archaeology.
Yeah. So it really adds a little appeal to it.
You know what you should be? You should be like the modern day Indiana Jones,
You know.
right? Spielberg needs to reach out to you. The Hillbilly Jones. Hillbilly Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun.
Cowboy boots with my jeans tucked into them, my bullwhip, and my
love it.
trucker hat.
So the art for...
Coming to raid your barns.
I'll be a short stack. I'll be a short stack.
Dr. Jones.
I'll be a short stack. When I smile, I look somewhat Asian too. So,
we could be brothers.
So, artwork for me really does nothing. Everybody right now is like, oh my god, this son of a bitch. Zombie Yeti is a phenomenal artist. I feel like if anything, he's kind of held back on this one because he was required to use a certain style, if you will. So I wish they would have passed.
But it's kind of his style. I mean, you look at Metallica.
No, it is,
You look
it
at
is,
some
you're
of that
right,
stuff. I mean,
you're right.
like you couldn't have got a better artist to convey that.
I don't know if Jeremy Packer is an Iron Maiden fan or not. If he is, then I think
know
this is
either.
awesome for him. But
He looks like he'd be an Iron Maiden fan.
oh, look at you, Judgy, Mr. Just based on his artwork and different
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So the artwork, it's pretty, it's phenomenal. It's like Iron Maiden artwork is the Spider-Man pinball to me. It's fantastic. It just doesn't do anything for me. Let's get to sounds, music, call outs.
Music is obviously. I mean, I can take it or leave it.
Not only can I leave it, I could put it in a duffel bag and throw it over the damn bridge into a river, down a waterfall,
not that
hitting
bad to
the
me.
rocks and spreading everywhere.
It is literally not that bad to me. Like I just, and I don't know. I think that this is one of those things that's split. I think it's actually more split towards people who don't really care much for Iron Maiden music versus people who do.
I loathe it.
But see, I don't loathe it. I can accept it, and I would have it in my house, and I'd be fine. I'd probably turn it up a little bit and rock out to it still.
I didn't say I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but it's different playing a game and hearing music and hearing something go on than literally listening to it in your car and jamming out to it in your car. Don't you think? I think things can be a little bit more acceptable.
I think the
while
lead
playing pin.
singer sounds like a cat being spayed or neutered. That's what I think. It's almost like the lead singer sounds like Iron Maiden fans. I'm sorry, guys. I love each and every one of you. It's just we're going to disagree on this. I think the lead singer sounds like a wedding cover hair metal cover band.
I can agree with that. It reminds me of
It reminds me of what I did this morning. I took a shit.
Did you ever see that Mark Wahlberg movie was Rockstar? That's sort of what it reminds me of. Steel.
It's almost like an
what was it,
imitation.
Steel Dragon
It's like
or something?
Spinal Tap. It's like an imitation
Yeah.
of what hair bands should be. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a dick.
I can
don't
agree
wanna
with
be a
you
dick.
on
I don't
that,
mind
though.
being a dick, but here, I hate that music. I hate it. Give me. I'll take a Hall and Oates. I shit you not. I like Hall and Oates. That peaked. I'll take a Hall and Oates music over this any day of the week.
I like Hall & Oates, but I don't know about all that. But
Absolutely.
he's like, you give me one of them rare Brooks and Dunn pens.
The only thing that's worse than this type of music to me, Greg, is that screaming bullshit that kids listen to right now.
Oh yeah, some of that.
That's on levels. Like
Some of that
screaming
has
bullshit.
lasted.
Yeah, Iron Maiden.
Yeah, it's not that bad for me, but I'll take it. So
But here's the deal. Here's the deal on the music. Here's the deal. Strong takes. The deal is, though, it is perfect music for pinball.
finally, okay, yes, that's what I was trying to
Perfect
say
music for
about. You
pinball.
were looking at me like I was stupid as shit.
No, that's just you. That's just how I look at you. But no, it's perfect for pinball.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think I'll be able to rock out and play it. Now, it won't touch my iPod. It won't touch my iPhone. It won't be in my car. I'll Pandora its ass to the
And
next
it's a lot
track.
like your wife. It won't touch your winky either. But let's go on. So now let's go animations.
Oh, God, well, you really giving me the negative sides of this thing. I don't like them.
I don't either.
I don't like them.
A couple of them are actually really sick.
I like the extra ball.
A couple,
extra ball's lit where he rips out. I
Yeah.
don't know why it's white, but he
A
rips out
couple of them are really sick. But something like somebody said, "Hey, PlayStation 1 graphics, welcome to 2018."
burn.
And you know what? I kind of agree with that. I'm like, you could have done so much with some of this, and it does feel kind of cheapened. And there's just something that I just don't like about it. And I'm sorry to offend whoever worked on it, because I'm sure that you still worked your ass off on it.
Again, this is coincidentally, this is what this pin is to me. It is fantastic, but it's not my style. It's just not my style. The art's not my style.
But I
The music's not my style.
I
The
can
animation's not my
I can
style.
accept the art. I can accept the music. I can accept it all. But something about the animations do feel cheapened.
Really?
Not all of them. Again, some of them are some of the coolest animations I've seen.
cool.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like some of them are really sick.
I think it's it's an upkick for Stern. I kind of like that direction of saying, let's try a little bit more.
Well, I do agree that in comparison to their other LCD
Like I like it better than Aerosmith.
games, yes, that's what I'm saying. So in comparison, I actually like this.
Now, I still prefer
Quite a
the
bit better.
original license. Like, call me crazy, but give me what's on Guardians all day over what's on Iron Maiden. All day long.
Oh yeah, I can
like
take
the
that.
film clips.
But again,
I
you
like
go back
Batman,
to Pirates. Look at what
Star Wars.
look at what JJ look at what DeWint was able to do with JJP stuff.
Now, I'd rather have. Oh, this is nuts. I'd rather have the animations on Pirates.
I agree.
4 times.
I agree.
Than I would Iron
but
Maiden.
that's what I'm saying. There's something just off about
JP to win.
about those about those animations.
We got to mention him on every episode.
like there's just something off about it. But can I live with it?
How at this
Yeah.
point in the video, how many downvotes have we gotten? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you start talking bad about Iron Maiden. There's that fanboy stuff again. You boys calm it down.
I know.
Keep that click your button under control.
I know.
But now let's go to some more positive. Well, most of mine are positive. My only downfall, I like the art. I like everything about it. It's just the animation.
Toys and innovation.
Yeah. I don't know yet, because it seems like the toys.
Have you not seen
now?
the game?
Maybe not innovation, but it seems like the toys are going to be
On the premium
LEs.
Okay.
Yeah. So
The gimmicks and the-
we've yet to really see that. Yeah, which sounds pretty exciting, honestly, on some of that stuff. But having the 4 flippers, I think is nice. It looks like
That's cool.
it looks like it shoots like a freaking dream.
We're
Everything
not talking
looks
about
flowy.
that. We're talking about toys and innovation.
Well, I mean, you got a dot you hit. I mean,
Okay.
you'd kind of.
I love Greg sitting in this bed. He is fidgeting. Man.
There's
boy.
there's been some other people address this same concern. It was the very first thing that after we saw the first stream of it that you had said to me. You said, "Man, I wish they would have done something with that ramp like Lord of the Rings. Like it's just
Put
you
a
hit a
magnet
wall and it
back there or
drops.
something,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like do something, catch it. Like
Now, it is a multi-tiered switch system.
Yeah.
So the center is going to have its own switch. The outer edge is going to have its own switch. And then the exterior is going to have its own switch.
which I think can.
I like that.
I think that's what I was going to say. I think
but make that middle switch a magnet.
I think that it could end up being a little underrated. I think maybe when you play it and you do like that it feels like there's an objective to
They've got
hitting it.
Some cool lighting back there.
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
I like
so
that.
so maybe it feels a little better once you start hitting
Yeah.
those and you light your one ring, you hit it again, light another ring. And it's not so much like,
Yeah.
oh, my ball just hit a wall and
We
dropped.
haven't seen the premium LE, but what we do know is that ramp through the pops, which is really cool.
I love that shot, by
it
the way.
opens
Elwin, that's
Yeah.
not, and it looks like it's not super difficult to hit. It looks like you've got
It's doable.
Yeah, it's very
It looks
doable.
It's
So
kind of Congo-esque
Yes.
through the pops up to the
Yeah.
volcano. But you can go behind and like lock balls up there.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I love diverters. I love subways and all of that stuff. Sarcophagus that opens up, the ramp that opens up. So I'm thinking we haven't seen the premium LE, but that's probably going to be the way to go on this one.
yeah, what was there, like a headdress and like a mummy with a headdress or something on that
Yep.
ramp that was
Yeah, like the Eddie
cut out?
Case
Yes.
Pharaoh.
Oh yes. Like oh, it's so awesome.
So that's cool.
Like again, that's what's got me.
So the
kinda
toys on the
pumped.
Pro are lacking, kind of like a Star Wars.
Yeah.
But you know what makes up for all of this shit?
What's that?
It's kind of like Pirates, where I was like, yeah, they didn't get the license, they didn't get the visuals, but it shoots awesome.
Yeah.
Now, with this, the gameplay the reason I ordered it, the only reason I ordered it, well, I have to have everything new, but it looks like a killer shooting game.
Yeah.
Killer. The loops?
Yeah.
The loop on that thing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Through the pops?
And I
into the
still didn't
ring?
understand code completely, so I like my hang up. Well, it's not really a hang up. It's just I'm curious. I can't wait to put my hands on it, just to of how you're starting modes, how you're running through modes, how everything is. I didn't get a real good feel for that, so I can't wait to see how you progress through the game.
Yeah, that was the downside to the stream, I think, because Elwin is such a competitive player that Homeboy jumped right into like, here's the multipliers. You hit this loop 5 times and you get. I'm like,
yeah,
Keith, like, hold up. I'm a mode-based player. I'm not a tournament player. Like, dumb it down for me, buddy.
Yeah.
How do I start the modes and what's the purpose of the entire game here?
Yeah, and that's what I'm excited about, is to be able to explore it a little bit, hands down. But I mean,
it looks so fun to shoot.
Yeah, it
so
does.
Fun.
I mean, I think it's a pretty machine. I know you hate that artwork, but it's just colors and everything.
Look,
I still think it's a pretty machine.
Overall, it is a beautiful machine.
Yeah, I like
the
it.
artwork is fucking phenomenal. It is beautiful.
Not what he was.
Not to me. It's just not to me.
I can understand that. I
Yeah.
can take that. Which is, it's
It's just not to me.
big of you to.
Kind of like metallic artwork,
that.
Dirty Donnie. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. It's just not my grungy type of artwork.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like Franchi. Give me Franchi all day long. That photorealism with the color pops and saturation.
See, I like them all. I like Jeremy's work. I like Franchi's.
I love Jeremy's work on Ghostbusters. Masterpiece.
It really is too.
Masterpiece.
It really is.
So, but the caveat here is we've not even played it or seen it in person.
No.
So what the hell do we know, Greg?
No, we don't. This is sort of a first impression. That's sort of us being behind because, well.
And that's
introducing,
not us.
like-
That's us not just jumping on the bandwagon. That's us giving you our actual takes on it.
Yeah, because it's hot. It's hot right now. So we're going to talk about it with you.
You know what else is hot
Everything.
right now?
What?
That was my segue. MGC is going on right now. It's over by the time they've seen this.
Yeah.
But Stern brought like 30 Iron Maiden pinball machines.
Yeah. So a lot of you guys are going to get to have played it.
I know because I was so pissy last week. I was like, come on, when's my machine coming? When's my machine coming? And then it's like 30 machines are up there. I'm like, well, no
We
shit.
want to be one of the first people with our hands on
shit.
it, so we can
Of course
bring you
it's
that
up there.
exclusiveness.
That's all about us. If you guys have any ways, like if you guys are going to get the first of any machine, let us know so we
Yeah.
can come by and get some filming of it. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
But MGC was going on. From what I've heard of the people up there that we've talked to, it's a really good show right now.
Yeah, they're really building that show.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot,
They
too.
say Chicago Expo,
watch out,
kick rocks.
watch out.
Milwaukee's where it's at.
Yeah. The only
So-
thing I root for Chicago is just because it's closer.
I know. It was too much of a haul for me to. I was going to go today.
Yeah.
It was too much of a haul, so I didn't go
But
to
he wanted to come film with his friend
on my birthday.
on his birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Like a glutton for punishment here.
Happy birthday.
Could have hung out with my family.
But I let him win on
and been
AC/DC.
catered
so.
to.
Oh,
But instead,
your family catering to you, my
I
ass.
know. But instead, I come here with you. You've already gotten to Tiff this morning, bitching at me about streaming and stuff. So yeah, this is what I'm.
I really meant like, hey man, you wanna stream some AC/DC? Literally, what I got back was, no.
Pro.
I was like, whatever.
Pro.
Yeah, my bro.
Nobody wants to play a pro.
But I streamed it anyways, and I had a good time.
All right, so you know what we just got invited to? We got invited to something very prestigious. Yes.
What's that?
Well, besides hosting the Twippies next year, we got invited to the Trash Talkers Invitational.
Yes.
Bloodbath Invitational, Trash Talkers, something or another. But anyway, I think Chuck Webster, sorry if I'm wrong, but up in the New England area, they
Yes.
do a Trash Talkers competition.
For
And they're-
replay.
Yeah, but this year they're doing a podcaster's bloodbath. So anybody in pinball media, select few will be invited, and you compile a team.
Yes.
And you put your money where your mouth is.
Yes.
And our mouths are very big.
They are.
So I don't know if we're going. I don't know if we're going to be able to accept.
I'm going to try to go. We had this conversation. As that goes, I'm just going to rule it out for you.
Yeah, I'm ruling it out because Greg always says he's going to try to go to shit like Texas or like replay last year. All this bullshit, and you don't end up going.
Things come
so,
up. Family life's hard. It is. It's tough.
It's not always family.
All you people with kids, you know how it is.
Sometimes it has to do with, like, I don't know, certain things. Like, I don't know. Certain things on top of your head that are in your skull. Your brain does not allow you to go to places at times.
It don't. It don't. I'm the first to admit. I
I know.
Like, I don't like to leave my sanctuary.
Yeah, this other bitch was like, oh, I think we should go. And I'm like, Okay, I have no plans on going, but I'll be the one that ends up going, and you'll be staying at your home and be like,
Well,
oh, yeah.
And then we'd have to...
Best of luck, buddy.
We'd have to invite a guest on because we need a third player. So we got to invite a guest on to be able to have them play with us.
You know who we would invite if he's going?
Chucky!
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck Wirt. But I don't think he's going to read.
No, I don't think so either.
So I don't know. We're undecided right now.
Yeah.
But the Eclectic Gamers podcast, Dennis and them.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
That was very good.
Yeah, so Dennis and Tony, they couldn't go this year.
Are you going to read ours?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
But they roasted... They said, we'll do the trash talking anyway. So they roasted all the pinball media, all the figures in pinball media. And they wrote something about us. So first off, thanks for writing something about us.
But do you know what?
Second of all, f*** you for writing what you wrote.
They roasted all these people. You know what's bad was like he literally had to do a disclaimer like, this is just trash talk.
Yeah, why
this is
did
just
you have
joking.
to do joking?
Like, I would have just let people, if they got butthurt like that,
Yeah,
let their asses be sore
Right,
for a while.
right.
If they can't see
Can't take a
that this
joke.
is just a good time. But you know what? I think some of their shit hit so close to home with
Oh, yeah.
that I think some people probably did get stuck.
So if not, go back to Eclectic Gamers podcast. They give it a terrific show there. So check them out and go to their Facebook page and make sure you follow them. But one of the past posts, they list these out, and it's just phenomenal. So here's what they say. Straight down the middle of pinball show, can they play? They like every game they review, so probably not. Seriously, one host's lowest overall ranking is C+, and the other is a B-.
Who was the worst? Was that you? Was you the C+?
No, you don't rank it. You're not rated a C, I don't think, yet. You're Mr. Neutral. So what is it with the Video Gamer 7 to 10 non-scale bullshit nonsense? Can they trash talk? Undoubtedly. Oh, nice, yeah. So long as they get the approval form signed by their 24 sponsors to permit such liberty. Sorry, boys. Always check with the puppet masters before adjusting your strings.
It's so rough. We're so honest and we're so blatant.
I love it. So then he went on to say, in the end, we here at Eclectic Gamers Podcast think it is unlikely the JJP permission slip will arrive in time for them to submit a proper application to compete, and thus will be a non-factor this year. We suggest you prepare and submit such documentation now in order to make the possible 2019 Trash Talker. This suggestion is brought to you by Penn Stadium Lights.
The Penn Stadium Lights thing was like my favorite part. I was like,
Oh!
that was like a poem.
That was a burn.
It was the perfect ending.
That was a burn.
Jealousy is all I can say. And if you've watched any of our streams, you know we can't play.
Yeah. So my retort back, and we may have to edit this, but it's okay. My retort back to them is just quite simply, the Eclectic Gamers podcast is what straight down the middle pinball show would be like if Greg and I totally gave up on life. Thanks, guys. All right.
We love you.
Moving on. We do love them. I talked to them at Texas. The most phenomenal, great guys ever. Dennis and I had like this back and forth banter. I love it.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Dennis and Tony, we love you. All right, so let's talk about the next item of agenda, Deadpool. So we got a little leak from this week in pinball that nobody saw.
Yeah.
Nobody saw. Sorry, Jeff. Nobody saw it. He put it as like an Easter egg kind of thing. And then somebody else revealed a little bitty snapshot of the prototype or with whitewood
art, yeah.
I think Pinball Paparazzi did that. Regardless, we're starting to see a little bit more. Now, here's the truth. The truth is, we've seen it, right? We've seen it, but we're not sharing.
No,
because that's not right. When you guys share shit with us, we don't share it.
no,
We know a lot of stuff. We don't share it.
no.
But what do you think? What do you think about people showing different? Are you okay with that? You not okay with that? What'd you think about the little image? It was of. It looked like custom art.
Oh, I thought that
We've
looked
heard
cool.
about Zombie Yeti doing it. That's kind of
Yeah.
out there as a rumor.
I think it looks cool.
It looks like it's based on the comic book.
What I saw, yeah, I think that it looks. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. About the comic book versus the movie thing. Like, I'm a kind of a comic book nerd, but I've never been like a
I thought you were just a big Ryan Reynolds fan.
Deadpool
Shirtless Ryan Reynolds fan.
So rough. And like I like Deadpool the movie, but
was a good
I
movie.
wasn't wild about it or anything.
Yeah, it was more of a Guardians fan.
Yeah, so I think that honestly, it's probably a better thing that they went with the comic book. I know a lot of people would refuse
Well, because you
that,
know you're
but-
not going to get Ryan Reynolds call outs. You know you're not going to get from the film if you can't get Guardians. You're not going to get.
Yeah, but the thing is how, like, who are you going to get to voice act for that's going to have that same swagger and that same smart ass attitude?
I think they could get close.
That. I think they could get close, but I think that could be the biggest.
Because the nice thing about Deadpool is that he's masked.
Yeah.
So really, he's doing voiceover work anyway. So you don't see him. So you don't tie it to his face, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So,
and as of them being leaked, man, you know, I don't think it hurts anything. I don't think that it. I don't.
Is
think
it their position? I think. Here's what I think. I think because we know Jeff at This Week in Pinball, he's a straight up guy, and he's only going to release what makes sense for him and for his viewers, and he's not going to shit on anybody.
No.
So he's going to take care of Stern. He's going to take care of Jersey Jack. That's just, but he's respectable.
Yeah.
I don't know about Pinball Paparazzi because I don't know, but I don't know. We haven't released it just because we don't feel like it's our.
No, it's not our business. It's Stern's business. That's their design.
It looks cool though. I'll tell you guys that.
It's their baby to show and to give away. I don't think anybody else's. So I do kind of have a problem with it being. I don't know because
not the little teasers. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I like to see stuff that I don't know, but at the same time,
here's the thing: if they don't want it out, strengthen up your security and what you're doing at your factory. That's what I think.
But I'm just saying, even if they didn't, I just don't think it hurts you guys, Stern. I don't think so. I think it's honestly a little better for you because you know what? You're garnering a little bit of talk and garnering a little bit of attention.
You know the machine's going to be out here a couple months
I think a little nugget here and there and stuff kind of gets people a little excited. Now, if no one knew for sure that it was being produced and nobody knew that Deadpool was there, it wasn't even being rumored, then I think it's a little... I don't even know if it's even a big hit then, because then it kind of still gets, oh shit, they're coming out with a Deadpool pin. Yeah, you know, because if there was anything talked about a Jurassic World pin, I'd be like, oh!
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Give me every nugget you got. Oh!
You gonna burn your nuggets too?
Yeah, I'll burn my nuggets.
All right, so we got some pin side back and forths that it was hard for me not to dive into. I had to play nice.
You dove in a little bit.
I did a little. Got to get my toes wet, baby. So I didn't dive in. Right?
No, you didn't dive in. You were actually decent.
I checked the temperature of the pool.
You were decent.
And I said, you know what? Don't want to play in this pool.
That's kind of another hot button topic, too, really. This is got a little
The
nasty.
reselling of new pins, Total Nuclear Annihilation, and Houdini.
Yes.
Right? So the TNA was listed for $8,750, close to $9,000. There's $6,000 base with a $1,000 butter cabinet. But people were like, why are you marking up this pin? Because he was getting some profit from it, even after shipping and some of the mods.
Yes.
Let's start with that one. Do you think it's right?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If somebody wants to pay...
I figured you would.
No, because I'm not going to buy the game, and I could wait for the pin. But if somebody does not want to wait, I think they have every right to pay more than what it's going for retail or suggested MSRP. Like, I think that it's completely fine for this guy to go because it's either going to sell or it's not going to sell. But
that's where I'm at.
If he feels that there is a market for it, then it will sell. And I'd rather see something like that happen because somebody wants the pin sooner than just assholes driving up the market on used games or anything else.
And I'm going to be transparent here. That's sometimes how I get my pins.
What?
Is when I'm creative to get them. And if I have to pay a little extra sometimes to get it instead of sitting in line, I've been known to do that.
Yeah, and I think that that's fine because
I don't like waiting. You know me. I'm not patient.
So I don't see anything wrong with it in that instance. And
if I wanted a TNA and I had plenty of money, there's a nice looking TNA with the butter cabinet. I would have bought it. I don't think there's any problem with that. It, like you said, if it sells, then it was smart.
Listen, I mean, it's literally no different than anything else in society when it comes to concerts, it comes to sporting events, or anything else. Is that a but you know the difference?
Flippers. People hate flippers.
But listen, you know what? There's a difference in this. Is this guy's just moving to the front of the line? Sometimes with scalp tickets and shit, you just can't even see the show.
Oh yeah.
You can't even get into it because they've taken a $100 ticket and drove it $400 or $500 for that ticket. Yeah. Now I can't even go see the show.
Yeah, but this was Russell on Pinside. So he's been in the community for a while. Poor guy's getting out of it. He's getting burnt out. He said with it. So I feel bad.
I don't think there's anything wrong.
Now hold up though. On the other hand, pinball is a community, and we're a bunch of guys that love to hate each other and love each other. So is it kind of a smack in the face to your fellow brethren when you do something like this, especially when you do it on Pinside? It'd be different to do it on eBay or something like that, but you're doing it at our home. This is our home community.
I don't know. Like, I can understand some arguments for that, but I just don't.
And you're talking people into just buying pins to flip too. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with Spooky Pinball opening up orders and somebody saying, "I'll take all 500 and then I'm going to mark them up"? Like, are you okay? You have to be okay with that then.
I don't know. I'm mixed on it because, at the same time, I think that's a huge gamble for people. It's a huge loss if they want to try that. Then they'll get burned. They'll get burned one day. They'll make a profit off of something, but they'll get burned if that's their objective to do, is to go into it.
And some say that when you do something like that, you show these manufacturers that they're worth more. And then they jack up. That's why we got these pin prices
that would
that go
be
up.
kind of some of my...
Same with NFL tickets. Same with all that stuff.
I would agree, and I can understand...
Are you libertarian? You going to stay right in the middle then? What was your take? Is it
No,
okay?
I can understand that point, and that sentiment I don't like of it driving up pin prices, because that's a very good point, and it could very well happen because of that.
Have you ever flipped a pin?
Me? Like, sold it for more than what I paid for it?
Buying a pin just
to sell it?
To sell it.
No. Because I keep everything I get. Oh, no. Actually, no. Even my X-Files, I had every intent on getting that to work. I even worked on it.
I was just
get it figured out.
Because, buddy, you're too genuine to do that. You would never do that.
Well, profit, like money, I've got a nice home. I've got pins.
Don't give me this bullshit, because I'm going to answer, hell yes I have, and I will continue to do that.
Goddamn greedy bastard.
I will continue to do that. That's capitalism, baby. I'm going to try to maximize.
I'm not a fan of capitalism. I'm a business owner, but I'm not a fan of capitalism.
I'm not a business owner. No.
I think greed can take. Capitalism is healthy and capitalism is good.
There's
but I think greed can get in the way very easily.
No, that's bullshit. There's a difference between greed and opportunity. I'm an opportunist.
I agree.
I will take advantage of an opportunity that comes my way, and I might even work for that opportunity to arise. I'm not afraid to walk away, or I'm afraid to walk away from a deal. I will not walk away from a deal, even if it's a pin I don't want. If it comes
I've seen you do that. I agree.
Absolutely. Do I feel bad about that? Even a little bit? Do I feel bad about that?
No, because you're an asshole.
Hell no, I don't feel bad
about
that. I do have a conscience. I'm good to people in general. I will never screw somebody over. I will never lie about anything. But yeah, if something comes my way and I can make a little money off of it and get to play for a couple weeks, sorry guys, that's me. It's always going to be me. All right, so moving on to Houdini. Now, somebody listed one for sale. It's like one of the first ones we've seen for sale, pre-owned. It was routed. It had about 1,000 plays on it. He had it listed for $6,900, and what we know is that Houdini sell for about $7,000. So I don't know why this was even an issue, but some people said it was bullshit that he was asking $6,900 on a $7,000 machine. My argument was because the market's high on it. You're gonna have to wait months to get one if you order one. So this is actually kind of a deal.
But this is it. Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on it. It's like 1,000 plays isn't a lot, but it is. To ask $100 less off the new box, but it's like you said, like
he said, or best offer.
Yeah, or best, and he wasn't rude about it. I didn't think when he said that, but I
would have put 7,000.
But again, like I think that somebody would jump on it just because, like you said, it's like I don't want to have to wait for my Houdini.
4 months? You want to wait 4 months?
Exactly.
And pay an extra $200?
Yeah, like I want it now. It's got 1,000 plays on it. Who cares?
He might have tweaked it and dialed it in a little bit.
Yeah, I save $100. 1,000 again. 1,000 plays aren't.
No, that's not nothing. That's nothing. That's not. But I wouldn't call it mint.
No.
At 1,000 plays.
No.
I wouldn't call it mint.
No.
Just because I know what pinball machines do in 1,000 plays.
See, my take on it is different because I'm not a person who has to have right now.
And I am that person.
I am patient and I can wait. So again,
that's what makes us good.
That's like the TNA thing doesn't bother me because it's like I don't care.
Every day it bothers me. I don't even want that pin, but I don't have it, so I want it.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same thing with Houdini. Like I can wait. I'm not gonna go pay $6,900 for it with 1,000 plays because I don't care about having it right now. I can wait 4 months for mine.
Whereas, right when it was announced and I saw it, I put the deposit and started making interaction with them so that we could go pick up one of the first ones.
So and a lot of work went into that. But again, it just. I understand why people, and I don't think there's anything wrong with him asking that price. Again, he's going to sell it or he's not. He's going to have to come down on with it or he's going to be stuck.
So there's this one. I don't want to call you an asshole, but you're kind of an asshole on there. He said, and I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if he's new to it. But
the new, okay.
Where he was like, this should sell in the fives. This thing is used. There's no market for this machine. And that's when the shitstorm started because people are like, first off, dude, who in the hell are you?
Yeah.
Second, $2,000 off of a new pin that you're saying there's
Yeah.
not a market for, that there's months behind on pre-order?
You
Like,
can sell it for $5,000.
what are you smoking?
Do you know how many people would just?
That's when I tiptoed in. I said, what do you mean there's no market for it? Like, if you
Yeah.
order one now, you're going to have to wait till Christmas to get one. That's a market.
Yeah.
And number two, this thing won't sell under $6,500.
It's like what we've talked before. Like I don't understand. I think that because some people don't like it, they don't feel like there's a market for it. But if you go to any show, like I was surprised myself.
People rave. At
People
shows
rave about it, and
this,
I
yeah.
thought that people would dislike it because of it being a show environment.
hard.
You can't play it very much.
Can't hear
It
it.
is tough. Yeah, you can't hear
Probably
it.
not set up right.
Shots are tight. Like
Yeah.
it takes a little getting used to, and I don't.
You've got to put 20 games on
Yeah,
that to appreciate
exactly.
that game.
And so that's
You've
why I
got
thought
to.
in shows people were going to be like, "Oh, that fucking pin sucks."
Oh,
man."
yeah.
But everything that we've heard, hey man, I like the Houdini. That damn
yeah.
Houdini is probably one of my favorite games at the show. You know, and everything. I'm like, wow.
So I thought he was crazy. It ended up selling for asking price.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'd sell mine for right now? You know what I'd list mine for right now?
75.
I'd list mine for $8,000.
Son of a bitch.
$8,000. Now it's got some of the side blades, it's got pin stadiums, it's got the different things in it, but $8,000. You know why? Because I think that's where the market's at on them. I think that $7,000 is a hell of a deal, and I think there's enough money in this community, in this industry, that somebody's going to say, you know, I wanted a Houdini, but I didn't get my name on the list soon enough, and I'd like to play it. So yeah, I'll take the $8,000. I'm not going to tell anybody, but I'm gonna buy that. So that's probably what I'd list mine at.
Yeah. Some people don't care about losing the money.
Let's talk about new code updates. Stern's been cranking out some codes now. Batman 66 just came out with 0.92.
You know who else likes to crank one out? Me.
Gregory. Edward Bone. Your mother is watching this.
You never expected that one, did you?
No, I didn't.
I'm just lying, but I'm not.
Where do we go from there? The word crank will never mean the same to me.
Oh, I have
Point
to
not-
edit that one. I don't even know.
You're probably cranking on a 0.92 too. Inches.
So wrong.
0.92 on Batman 66. It's got more mini villains. So that was cool. Did you see recent streams of Iron Maiden? I hate bringing this up, but the Iron Maiden streams I've been seeing, that center of the playfield's dark, man.
It's like any other.
Stern. It's
Stern.
dark. Even Jersey Jacks are dark.
Yeah.
I just don't
Everything's
get this
dark.
argument. You gotta have that. I've got Penn Stadium coming on my Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna see that. Let's go to. Speaking of, I'll throw a little salt in the Stern wound. Iron Maiden full code upon production, right? Full code.
Yeah.
It ain't full code. It's like 0.92.
Yeah. So
That ain't full code.
it's basically it's further along than most.
Yeah, fair enough. But I said that. I had to put that in there. Okay. Dutch Pinball and Highway Pinball. Those are the overseas companies. I haven't heard much.
No,
Have you?
I haven't either.
Okay.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, I think they Dutch Pinball came out with another newsletter.
We're
Said,
gonna get
hey,
you your games.
it's coming next month.
Yeah.
Hey, we're coming next month.
How long we've been hearing that? No alien.
There is a
LEs.
Lebowski Bowen. Karen for Papa
Yeah.
did the
I
tutorial
want that to
on
work so bad. Like I'm not a huge Lebowski fan. But
I like that. I think that's one of the
But
best
I do
things
like
ever.
it a lot, and it's like I just want that to work.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, I was thinking about this. I just wonder in these failing companies. I don't even know if this is an appropriate business action or whether it's feasible. But I wonder if it's whether they have to go through. I'm sure they'd have to go through relicensing, and I don't know what else. But like, what's the possibilities of somebody like JJP going
Stepping in and
to
taking over?
Highway and taking over that with I guess like my problem is it's all completely different mechs and everything. But is there any way to switch out their mechs for their, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying,
They
and to
could build them.
retool different stuff?
Yeah.
Like to me, if you could get it cheap enough.
What the
It's kinda
hell
like
is he
buying a
talking
failing
about
company.
now?
Yeah.
I
Like,
sit
you could
here
get
and
it cheap
listen
enough
to
that it
this
would still benefit
bullshit
you, still be able to
over and
produce a
over
badass
again.
alien, but now that
He
it's
doesn't
reliable,
make
and
sense.
you're gonna
I'm
have parts
about to
for it.
fall
And
asleep.
the same thing with like Dutch and
Please,
Stern. I always feel
Greg,
like that Dutch
shut
would be
up.
amazing takeover for American Pinball or for Stern to be able to do and then start producing those Lebowskis.
So here's the problem. What are you buying? If you're JJP, what are you buying?
Well, I'm saying like maybe like and this is what I'm talking about it would be the art of the. Well, I don't even want to fucking say that word, that phrase. It would be them taking over like maybe some of the plastics, the toys, some of the stuff that's already made up. You're taking over the design. You're taking over the concept, and
You're just starting over.
No, you're starting over with mechanisms. But you've got the licensing, you've got the design of the pin, you've got the code of the pin.
Yeah, but that company wouldn't continue trying to make pinball machines if they.
But that's what I'm saying. If they fail, like if
they
Highway's
fail.
like
We're out.
we're bouncing out, bitches.
I think they'd have to redo the license.
That's what I'm
They'd have
saying.
to- yeah.
I want to know what the hangups are because I would feel. Well, I would say that I would feel that it would have
And then
already happened, but at the same time, we haven't really had an influx of new manufacturers that don't know what they're doing.
I think that company, JJP or Stern or Spooky, would just say, "No, let it fail, and then we'll just buy the license and do it ourselves." Or I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
I would really like to see something about that, and I've never heard him talk about it either. Really.
Speaking of not hearing talk about something, Chicago Gaming Company still hasn't announced their third Monster Bash.
That's true. All that is taken.
We still haven't heard anything.
It's been a little bit now. Again, I'm still fine with it. I mean, we know what it's going to be. We know what the game is. We're just waiting to see the cool topper and the little add-ons that they do.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I don't think it hurts too bad.
Hopefully, we'll get a chance to work with those guys. I'd really like to.
I
work
agree,
with
and I
those
love
guys.
some Monster Bash.
All right, what are we going to promote before we let these fine peoples go?
What do you want to promote?
I'd like to promote Cincinnati.
Tacos. Oh, okay, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati coming up
Yeah.
at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's a little
Our
ways
boy
away.
Chuck Wirt running that with some guys over in
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
super excited.
So make sure to go to that. Make sure to check out our other YouTube videos. Share them because that helps us out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys will do me a favor, we're taking our audio from these videos and putting it onto a podcast. If you're listening to it as a podcast, thank you as well. But rate us on iTunes because that helps out a lot.
And another thing that we tried,
5 stars,
we tried this past month is we released a couple of our videos on Twitch so that you could have live discussion with us. We're gonna try to release our top 10s and our this or that's.
Maybe anything.
Yeah, maybe anything. But
anything.
we're going with these because they're kind of an argumentative discussion, opinion based.
We're gonna premiere it maybe on Twitch.
Yeah, it'll be premiered on Twitch.
We're
and
gonna be
then,
in chat.
Yeah, and then
talking about it.
Week or so later, then it'll be
Couple
released
days,
on
yeah.
our YouTube. So if you guys kind of want to get a first
exclusive look at it.
exclusive first look at our this or that or anything, and chat with me and Zach in chat,
Yeah.
we'll premiere those on Twitch. So look on our Facebook and stuff for when that we release those. It's a good time talking to us. And some people have complained that I can't really watch the video and talk to you guys. You can always go back to YouTube when we release it and watch
Yeah.
it. Like you can get your full experience, but you get to chat with us. You get
and yell at us and tell us we're full of it.
Yeah, you get to see it.
What show are you
first.
going to next? I'm gonna try to make it down to Southern Fried.
Are you?
Atlanta.
I haven't decided. You brought that
It's in
up, and I
June.
haven't decided yet.
Yeah, PBU and Pinball Undesirables has been texting me talking a bunch of bullshit, battling and stuff like that. So Steven, you ain't even on our,
Steven.
you ain't even on our list. Not even on our list.
Get us, Steven.
Yeah, so, but next time you see me, Steven, I will give you that autograph you were asking for. I just got to get the 8x10 glosses.
Yeah.
But
We've
we got
been waiting
your
on 'em.
autograph,
Sorry, buddy.
Steven. Yeah. He's gonna love that. I'm gonna try to go Southern Fried.
I'm gonna get like an AA slip and sign it for him.
Oh, what does he drink? Velvet Revolver, Red Velvet, or what the hell he drinks? He's always promoting. Has he got stock in that beer or something?
We love you, PBU.
Yeah, we do. I do find him entertaining.
I do.
He's the kind of guy again that like I don't like. That's why I like him. Yeah, like when I watch him, I'm like,
The honesty of this channel.
yeah, he rubs me wrong, but I want to be around him.
So do chiggers.
Yeah, that's right.
We love you guys and thank you all for watching. Look at our Facebook, like us on there, follow us on there. We got some good information that comes
Hard
out.
take this week.
Love
isn't
you
it?
guys.
Hard take.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet.
Oh, your mama needs love.
What are you drinking?
Oh, you
Ginger
better check.
ale?
Yeah, you don't have all that caramel coloring in there. That's cancer causing agent.
Why would you add caramel coloring?
They do to Pepsi and stuff. They don't to this. Like
Yeah, but that
Pepsi
tastes
and
like
Coke.
shit, and Pepsi tastes good.
It tastes delicious. Check and see if it's recording.
That's our tilt meter.
It's like his weenie.
It's like his weenie.
It's green and it's little.
It's like his weenie.
Bloody hell.